Good day, grade 10s. Welcome back to another lesson in geography. In this lesson, we're going to look at how to measure and predict earthquakes. So your lesson objective for this lesson, you should be able to explain how earthquakes are measured. So the important thing to note about earthquakes is that a lot of scientific inquiry and research has gone into trying to predict when and where exactly earthquakes will occur. However, scientists are still not able to exactly pinpoint when and where and the intensity of earthquakes. So we know a lot about them, we know why they occur, where they occur, and we know what things to do to prepare for an earthquake. However, preventing an earthquake is impossible because people cannot change natural processes. So let's quickly have a look at how an earthquake is measured. We make use of a Richter scale. A Richter scale refers to a method to allocate the magnitude number to qualify and quantify the energy that was released by an earthquake. The Richter scale is measured on a 0 to 10 scale, 0 being the least intense or severe, and 10 being the most severe earthquake. So the important thing that you need to remember here is that any Richter scale reading between 0 and 5.9 is classified as not intense or less intense. Yes, people are going to feel it. Yes, there is going to be the tremors where the ground is shaking. However, there is very rarely any complete destruction and loss of life for an earthquake that measures below 6 on the Richter scale. As soon as we get earthquakes with an intensity of 6 and more, here we start to see the most severe destruction in terms of your infrastructure. We find houses, buildings are rattling and shaking, windows breaking, roofs are collapsing, walls are collapsing, buildings are falling in, buildings are falling on each other, pipes are being burst, fires start because of gas leaks, and a lot of people are hurt or their injuries leads to death. So when the Richter scale measures 6 and above, we describe it as being more intense and more severe, and they cause more destruction and death, especially the higher you go on the Richter scale. Scientists also make use of what is known as a seismograph. So a seismograph refers to an instrument that is used to measure and record an earthquake. So as the earthquake is happening, it sends the seismic waves through the Earth's crust. The seismograph captures those waves and then records it using this instrument. Then a seismogram refers to a graph output of a seismogram. So if you look at this picture over here, as the earthquake is occurring, this needle over here is shaking and recording the earthquake and the intensity of the earthquake. And once it's completed, we have the graph paper looking like this. So this region over here, we can clearly see that the earthquake has taken place and the intensity of the earthquake by just having a look at the seismograph. We get two types of waves, a P wave. The P wave is the initial wave when the earthquake happens, and the S waves is what we should really be worried about because they are shallow, they're close to the Earth's surface, and they are the waves that actually cause the most destruction and death.